Anybody, I guess, people are, seeing this video, and you support the Confederate cause, or you honor it. To me, it perplexes me that that anybody who considers themselves a patriot would think it's okay for inherently and fundamentally anti-American symbolism to be on property government anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
The Confederate cause, they were traitors and they committed treason, and they should be denounced as traitors, not honored as heroes.
That's right.
I'm not sure, like I don't know if, I could be wrong about this, but to my knowledge, there aren't as many Union monuments as there are Confederate monuments.
Hey.
The Unions, they won the war. They were the heroes. Like, why are there so many Confederate monuments and Confederate and schools and military bases named after these people who literally committed treason and had an open rebellion against the United States of America? So I just want anybody who thinks that the Confederacy is patriotic or whatever BS you have convinced yourself of, to really think about the fact that it was literal treason. So that's all I have to say.
Let me just say one thing, that we just got to continue to fight this freedom. We have to continue. And as long as we continue to do that, and to do it the way we are doing it, systematically, intentionally, as long as we continue to make a significant impact as relates to the laws that we're dealing with, as it relates to legislation, as having a voice. When we have our commissioners meeting, we need to step up and be there to speak on every protest, every policy change. This is how things happen. This is how things happen. This is how things happen, and how we win the war. And when we do the protests and these other things, we set the precedence for a productive battle. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Today is Black Lives Matter, tomorrow it might be somebody else. So we have to protect the rights. It's a human right. Not just an issue of equality, but it's a human right. And because of that, we have to deal with equity. We have to deal with economics. We have to deal with fair housing. We have to deal with having people in positions of power that are going to do right by people and circumstance. And so this is why it's very important. Lastly, I'm going to say this. The other component we have to do is we have to be intentional about voting, and voting. August the 25th is a major time in municipal times where we live. We've got to vote. If you know someone who says, man, I don't know if this is even worth it, then you say to them, if it wasn't worth it, why are you here? The fact that you breathe and you walk 73 inches above ground is enough reason to vote, because you're alive. And these are the kind of things that we have in place. And they trump anything else, because you have a voice. And your voice matters like who you are. And so I just wanted to share that. Every week there's something going on. We will continue to stay intentional, stay positive, lawful, and expedient. Lawful and expedient. And as we do these things, again, Black Lives Matter.
Woo! Yes.
And this has got to go down, because it doesn't respect humanity.
Yes.
That's right.
Today it's Black Lives Matter. Tomorrow it might be Jews. The next day it might be this. So we've got to do the things that are most reasonable, in the spirit of love, in the spirit of all humanity, and today in the spirit of Black Lives Matter. So it's a real situation. So take the time to educate. Take the time to be intentional. And most importantly, take the time to be intentional with your actions. Don't just say it's wrong. Be the right. be the change, be the intentionality that must happen for everything else to become realistic and to be realized. The fact that we're here, black, brown, and others, man, that's powerful. When you look at what Dr. King and Rosa Parks and all the others did, it wasn't until they did this that literally it changed. If we hadn't done this, somebody else wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So if we continue to press is you're going to either you run over it, you mow it down, or you lessen it. All three, it's got to go. And so I just, it's just a blessing to see you all. And so let's continue to do that. This monument has to move. The wrong people and positions got to be out of place. But it only happens when we are in our place. Vote. It's our voice. It's our victory. And it is the position of success and glory. Let's
Woo!
Amen.
I just have to say something behind that unjust laws must be broken. Okay? So it's not always being lawful. Okay? The other thing I want to say is when I heard about this, I was
Hey guys, Ashley Remkus here from AL.com. We are in downtown Huntsville, outside the courthouse on the square. Protesters are here again calling for the removal of the Confederate monument that's outside the courthouse here. I'm going to go ahead and turn this around in just a second and try to see if y'all can see. The statue was defaced overnight with some kind of paint. No, it's kind of hard to see from this angle, guys. Let's see if I can get y'all at a better angle here in a few minutes. There are still folks gathered up here in front of the courthouse on the steps. Again, if you're just joining us, I'm Ashley Remkus from AL.com, and we are in downtown Huntsville where protesters are gathering to again call for the removal of the Confederate monument. I'll try and see if I can give you guys a little bit more background on that soon. I'm going to go ahead and try to get you flipped back around so that you can see what's going on up here. Let's see here.
Officers abusing their power should be aware of terms that is met with strict justice, not something that happens every day and oftentimes goes unpunished. There are also too many people that say they want change, but when it comes to doing the work that will actually bring about change, they are nowhere to be found. So if you aren't exercising your right to vote every opportunity you get, you are accepting the status quo of systemic and institutionalized racism, injustice in the criminal justice and prison system, and police brutality, and you don't really want change. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and to institute a new government. The most effective way to alter government and institute a new one is to vote. We also need more people to vote for it. That means we need more justice-minded and equality-oriented people pursuing careers as politicians, lawyers, judges, and police officers. We need citizens voting for elected officials that will advocate for and implement the change we want to see. We then need to hold those elected officials accountable and make sure they follow through on their promises. And once that happens, we will need more judges, lawyers, and police officers that are generally on the side of justice and equality. To echo what Minister Fred said, you have to be the change you want to see.
Hey, so on the subject of holding elected officials accountable, a lot of folks don't understand or haven't learned yet who has authority and responsibility for this monument. Do you guys know? I mean, because you guys, because for a long time, for years, the city and the county were each pretending they couldn't figure out who had control of the monument. All right, so it took, everything is such a battle. It took so much hard work just to get it to where everybody's like, okay, we all pretty much agree now the county has jurisdiction. All right, so we go before the county commission. The county commission, after so much work and so much pressure, they finally pass a resolution saying, okay, we want to move the monument. We're gonna meekly ask the state for permission to move it. And the state's gonna say no, they did. So let's talk a few names here, just so everybody understands really who's in charge of this thing. The chairman of the county commission is Dale Strong, all right? Not being very strong on this issue, okay? I can't go down to the county commission and say what each one has said publicly about the monument. I don't have that good of a memory, but I can tell you the newest commissioner-elect, Violet Edwards, has been very outspoken. So Violet Edwards is going to be a force on the commission for good on this monument. But right now, the ball is mostly in Dale Strong's court. And he is just trying to run out the clock. That is what he's doing. Run out the clock. Now, city council and the mayor are not off the hook. Okay? They have some authority too. They could get this thing moved if they really wanted to. Now, the city council also passed a resolution. They said, we will do whatever we can to help the county move it. All right, that's good. That's better than we had before. It took a lot of pressure to get there. Has Mayor Battle said much about the monument? I mean, not really. Like, if there's one man who could be the leader with the bully pulpit, you've got his national
Hey guys, Ashley here again. In case anybody's just joining us, I'm here in downtown Huntsville, outside the Madison County Courthouse, where protesters are here again. They've been gathering weekly, sometimes multiple times a week for the past few months. Couple months they've been calling for the removal of the Confederate monument here outside the courthouse. Now, I wanted to give y'all a little bit of background information. You may have seen the big like fake check that I was just showing you on the camera, the $25,000 check. This is because the Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance, a grassroots organization here in North Alabama, they say that they have crowdfunded, basically they've raised in the community, the $25,000 that the county could be required to pay if they take this monument down. Because of course removing the monument would be in conflict with the Alabama Monument Preservation Act. And so again, that's what that check was that y'all were seeing. It's where the Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance has said that they have raised the money and would pay it. Let's see. Hey guys, Ashley here again. Just want to try to see if I can catch y'all up in case you're just joining us. Again, I'm down here at the Madison County Courthouse in downtown Huntsville, where protesters are gathered here again to call for the removal of the Confederate monument. Now, that monument was defaced last night with what appears to be some kind of paint, maybe some sort of stain. It's a red color. It's basically the color of blood. It really looks like blood. Again, that happened sometime overnight last night, ahead of this morning's county commission meeting. Now, folks here in Huntsville, they've been coming out and protesting. They've been attending the county commission meetings here for weeks. The protests have been weekly, sometimes, multiple times a week. Protesters here tonight, they say that either the monument should come down, or if it stays up, that the county should not clean it, that it should be left with the paint on. I'm actually walking back up to the monument to see if I can show y'all what it looks like after having the paint last night. Just a second. See if I can get turned around. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Y'all, that's a look at what the monument looks like today. See if I can get y'all turned around.
about a young, diverse, energetic crowd that's ready to march. It scares them. Like the powers that be, the people who we're talking about, the Dale Crums, the Tommy Battle, the guys who want to climb higher in state politics, it freaks them out. It freaks them out so bad that they start to go crazy. And that's what happened with Police Chief McMurray. Seeing visions of Antifa super fighters behind every bush. Okay? They're afraid. That's why they tear gassed us. That's why they shot us with less lethal munitions in June. Okay? So don't forget that. But like, Chief McMurray may believe the crap he's saying. He might actually believe it. He might actually see boogeymen behind every bush that are Antifa super fighters. He's talking about us. Like we are those boogeymen he's talking about. I just want to say, like, man, keep it up. Like this is what, nothing makes them shaking their boots more than these kind of movements springing up, even in Alabama. All right? So that's where the power is.
And I just wanted to remind everybody, please show up for your county commission and your city council meetings, even if you don't want to speak, even if you're not comfortable to begin with, maybe it's your first time. Show up, because we literally flood their meetings with 20 plus people talking on the monument and justice in regards to just police matters in general. Showing up for this, you know, it's nice because we're all together, but it's also showing up when it's not fun anymore, when this takes another possibly 6 months, and it's not in the moment exciting. You still have to show up so we can continue to push for change. So please stay engaged. Go to your county commission, your city council meetings, send emails, call offices, and ask for what you want. They are accountable to us, you. Okay? Thank you.
No, next week.
Madison County Commission meets every other week on the second floor here on the left at 10 a.m. So it would be today, Wednesday. So, it was earlier today. City Council is every second and fourth Thursday at 5 p.m.
Hey guys, Ashley here again. Just wanted to loop back in case anybody is recently joining us. Again, we are outside the Madison County Courthouse here in downtown Huntsville. Protesters are gathered here again to call for the removal of the Confederate monument. They have been gathering for protests. They've been attending city and county meetings for several weeks now, really for months, asking this monument be removed. Of course it remains. And overnight the monument was actually defaced with some kind of red paint that looks a lot like blood. I'll see if I can get you guys flipped around in just a minute to see if y'all can get a better view of it. From where I'm standing right now, it's not going to be very easy to see it, but let me see if I can give y'all a look. Yeah, you can probably see it a little bit here on the base. That's the majority of where it is. You can see it a little bit better from the other side. As of right now, the Sheriff's Department says that it is investigating. The Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance, which is hosting tonight's protest, their leader said that he does not know who did this to the statue, but that he hopes one day he can buy that person a drink. I'm going to see if we can get him, David Odom, the president of the Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance, to come on here in just a minute once they kind of wrap up the event here, and see if he can talk to you guys a little bit about that. See if I can flip you back around.
Swinging out the L's though.
It's just like I said, you know.
Yeah, I know that y'all have been out there. It's just one of those things where I'm usually kind of caught up doing my junk, and next thing you know, it's kind of.
Hey, y'all scared him out of town. Y'all made him run away.
They're just good people. I love them.
Yeah, bring your masks. City Council's the same though. They're going on vacation, so see you there. Yeah. Awesome.
Hey, do you think I could get you on for just a second? Yeah. Okay, cool. Do you mind if we walk over a little bit so it's a little quieter? Okay.
No, it's just a minute I heard you talk.
Hey, are we going to
Hey, how are you? Hey, how are you? How's it going?
Oh shit, what street? Like my shirt. Right to that. How you doing, bro?
We're Rising in England Beach. That's where my house is.
Thanks.
So if you're ever walking down Rising, it's the red house with the vegetable garden out front and the 5 million.
Okay, I probably won't complain. Next time I'm walking by, I'll be like,
All right, guys, here is a little bit, if y'all can hear me, a little bit of a better look at the statue. Again, this happened overnight, last night. Let's see here. This is mostly at the base of the statue. Sheriff's office said that it was investigating who did it.
I didn't see it this morning. Coming in late. Remus is like the max now. Yeah, well, you got here late. We already marked. But I think Remus is about to come.
he's coming back from.
Like a month. Yeah. It's like an art
My friend Mika's on over here, but then I'm just like,
Don't have to ask us twice. I don't like about stuff on it. It's like the mostly black maintenance workers are the ones that are getting out of it. I've been the dog drinking on
Sorry. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
oh my God, yes.
It's beautiful.
It's really worked out.
Whoever did this, I give them mad props because that's what the incredible amount of props to do. There's no way for them to be Titanic. Water. Okay, you got it. Yeah, let me wrap up.
David, do you have time while I'm on live? Okay. Do you mind if we walk up a little bit where it's a little bit quieter? Just want to make sure folks can hear, all right? Y'all give us just a second, guys. We're going to move away so y'all can hear from David from the Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance. All right. You can turn around. All right, David, I was a little bit late going live. But earlier you were talking a little bit about how, you know, you want the monument to come down, but that while it's here, that essentially you want it to be left the way it is with the paint on it, right? Can you just kind of tell us a little bit about that?
We've been calling for the monument to be removed for years, for obvious reasons. Well, maybe it's not obvious to everybody, but it is a white supremacist symbol, and that's what it was intended to be when it went up in 1905. We can go into that background later if you like, but what we're saying now, what happened to the monument last night was splattered with what looks like blood. And so we said, as long as that monument is going to stay at the courthouse steps, we think the stain should remain as well. And that the blood stain actually makes it more historically accurate. And so we said, let the stain remain until they move the whole thing.
Gotcha. Now, you said earlier that you don't know the person who did it, but that if you ever do know, you hope to buy them a drink one day.
That's exactly right.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
When the statute of limitations is up, I want to throw a party for this person because, yeah, it's technically a crime what they did. But guess what? Just because it's illegal doesn't mean it's wrong, okay? Some things, laws need changing. Segregation was legal. Slavery was legal. It took people breaking those laws to change them. So.
One more thing I wanted to ask you about. We've seen this check on a poster that's floating around.
Yeah.
Can you tell folks a little bit about that?
Yeah, so basically the state has this terrible law that they passed in 2017 that will fine Madison County $25,000 if they move the monument. So once they pass that law, we raised money on GoFundMe through small donations to pay the fine through private dollars, through private donations. So we have done that. We've raised the money. So we are ready to reimburse the taxpayers of Madison County for that fine, for that ridiculous fine. Terrible law, needs to change, but the law is what it is right now. So we will, we've been asking local leaders, break the law, pay the fine, we'll reimburse you.
Gotcha. Now, how long have y'all been doing like weekly, sometimes more than weekly protests? How long have you been involved in protests here? This has been going on for what, about 2 months now?
So since the George Floyd protest started, there's certainly a new wind in the sails of this particular movement. Because I think people see the connection. They see the broader conversation of white supremacy and systemic racism and overt symbols in our public spaces. There's a connection there. So, yeah, it's been going pretty strong for a couple months now, but we've been at this for years. We've been 2016, 2015.
Okay.
We really kind of got organized on this issue locally.
Gotcha.
And I will say that our polite petitions and letters and showing up at meetings, that did some good, but it only went so far. But people showing up in the streets really moves the needle on an issue like this.
Thank you. Appreciate it, David.
Thank you.
Hope you have a good night, okay?
Thanks.
All right, guys. Ashley here, again from AL.com. Just want to recap with you a little bit before we end our live. We are in downtown Huntsville. I'm outside the Madison County Courthouse, which is, here behind me. Protesters have gathered again tonight. They've been doing protests at least once a week, sometimes more, for a little over 2 months now to call for the removal of the Confederate monument. Now, overnight last night, the monument was defaced with some sort of red paint. It actually looks like the color of blood. That was put on the monument last night. The Sheriff's Department has said they are investigating that as it is on county property here outside the courthouse. We've heard from the Tennessee Valley Progressive Alliance. This is a grassroots organization here in North Alabama that has raised $25,000 and said that they will reimburse the county or pay the fine if the county will just move the monument. That's what they want. Now, they've also said that as long as the monument remains, which it does, of course, right now, I'm going to flip you around. You can probably see some of the paint or stain or whatever the substance is. They have said that as long as the statue remains, they also want the stain to remain. So they say that as long as the statue's still here, they do not want any public dollars being used to clean it. So their message is, let the stain remain or remove the monument. Again, thank you guys for watching. AL.com, I'm Ashley Remkus. Thank you for being with us tonight. And you can check the link in the comments for our reporting earlier today about the monument being defaced. Have a good night, guys.